Faithful, what is up? Welcome into the show. This is the San Francisco 49ers Report. My name is Chase Sr. No matter where you are, how you're tuned in, I appreciate all of you for making tonight's show a part of your evening, as it is the final dress rehearsal for San Francisco. Preseason finale, Niners-Raiders, annual tradition, Allegiant Stadium, right before the real season gets underway. Producer Chip along for the ride. My name is Chase Sr., and we have people watching all across the globe. Now, with the Niners entering their final preseason game here tonight against the Raiders, it's a perfect opportunity to remind you what is in front of San Francisco on the 2026 schedule. So let's run through the slate here. Week 1, of course, the Niners leaving in about a week on the road in Australia against the Los Angeles Rams. Melbourne Cricket Grounds is where this game is going to take place. There's going to be about 100,000 fans in attendance, and I think 90% of them at least going to be rocking with the Niner gang. That is the first ever game in Australia. Week 2, Niners come back home. They host the Miami Dolphins. That should be a winnable game for San Francisco. Week 3, Niners remain home against the Arizona Cardinals. Difficult game at Levi Stadium in Week 4 as well against the Denver Broncos. So Niners on the road in Aussie land, and then 3 straight games at home. Then the Niners go on the road to play the Seattle Seahawks, the defending Super Bowl champions, looking to get back their revenge after that ugly division round blowout loss. Then the Niners come back home to play the Commanders, Week 6 in October. Monday Night Football. Doesn't look like that'll mark the return of Brandon Ayuk. Week 7, San Francisco. Pretty much cross-country travel here on the road against the Atlanta Falcons. Back in 2021, the Niners with Jimmy Garoppolo lost a game against Atlanta on the road. That wasn't a good defeat for San Francisco. Week 8, bye week for the Niners, so pretty much smack dab in the middle of the year. Week 9, Niners play the Raiders. So they play 2 preseason opponents on the slate that they play in the regular season as well. Raiders and Chargers, that's very rare, but the Niners playing the AFC West this year. Then the Niners go on the road to play the Dallas Cowboys in Week 10. Week 11, Vikings at Mexico City. Week 12, against the Seahawks at home. Week 13, another cross-country trip, this time to play the Giants in New Jersey at MetLife Stadium. Week 14, second tilt against the Rams, this time at Levi Stadium. Then the Niners go on the road short week to play the Chargers on Thursday Night Football. Then the Niners on the road against the Chiefs. Kyle Shanahan looking to take down Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes for the first time. Much-awaited matchup against the Philadelphia Eagles in Week 17 on Sunday Night Football. And then the Niners round out the 2026 slate on the road against the Cardinals. So on the road in Australia to start the year, 3 straight games at home. There are some easy games in the middle of the year. A pretty difficult ending, but luckily San Francisco does get Arizona in Week 18. With that, I want you to shout out your city. Let us know where you're watching from. You can shout out your state or your country as well. We're coming to you from Studio I at Chat Sports HQ. But where are you? Justin Time is in the building saying shout out to Chase and Chip. Yep. Gabriel saying thanks for the update. Jerry is in Corona Lake. Dominic, California. Paul, San Antonio. Wet Noodle, my guy, Spokane, Washington. Dutch, Alabama. I see Philly, Taiwan, Kentucky, Sacramento, Pittsburgh, California, Galveston, Texas, Hamilton City, California, Netherlands, Quincy, Texas, Holland, Michigan, Durham, North Carolina from the legend John Wallace. Canberra is in the building. Miami and Jim Lund, very well played here. He's tuned in from an Ohio trailer park. Shout out to Jed York. The 49ers Report is presented by Prize Picks, the #1 daily fantasy sports picks app in North America. Pick more, pick less, pick Prize Picks. Be sure to use our code HMA. When you play your first $5 lineup, you get $150 in lineups if you win. Prize Picks is very easy to use. You pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections, and this is the #1 place to watch sports while getting paid. Prize Picks is available all across the country, including California. And download the app right now using the link, which is in the live chat. It's also in the description of the 49ers Report tonight. And we have a lineup that we have cooked up for all of you. Producer Chip's lineup is right here. $20 lineup to win $110. Albert Okwuegbunam, more than 10.5 receiving yards. Fernando Mendoza to pass for a touchdown. And then Jordan James going to make his preseason debut. I love this selection right here. More than 24.5 rushing yards. I think he gets a decent amount of carries here tonight, in addition to Sincere McCormick. So play your first $5 lineup. If you win, you get $150 in bonus lineups. Prize Picks, it's good to be right. All right, let's get to a super chat here. Coming in from Spunky Guy. Hello, faithful. Chase and Chip, let's go. Final dress rehearsal for San Francisco. Let's go indeed. Can't wait for the regular season to get here. September 10th, Niners, Rams in Melbourne. Good night, mate. As far as our super chat menu here tonight, as always, all super chats get a shout out. If you send in a super chat, $20 or more, you enter the raffle for our Quest for Sex t-shirt with Jed York's mugshot on it. Every $500 that we get, I'm doing a shotgun, and the goal tonight is to beat the Raiders Report in Super Chats. And ladies and gentlemen, we have some work to do. The Raiders Report went live about an hour before kickoff. I did 3 shows prior to this, so we went live a little bit later. But the Raiders Report, $587 in Super Chats. We just started the live show. It's all good. We're at $2. But can we catch up or at least put a dent into that number ASAP? Send in the Super Chat. It goes a long way in supporting everything that we do. And all of your Super Chats obviously get featured here on the show. $50 or more, you can make it rain here on the program. And if you send $20 or more, you enter the raffle for our Jed York Quest for Sex shirt, which we can show on the screen here. We're also 8 subscribers away from 198,000 subs. So as many of you know, Niners owner Jed York was arrested on Sunday for soliciting a prostitute for $140. He brought $20 for a tip, so he had $160 in cash on him. And as we know, the Niners are on the quest for 6 Super Bowl championships. Jed York was on the quest for sex. Chatsports.com/Jed. We're going to put that link in the chat. And we have sold well over 100 of these shirts in about 3 days. So if you want to get your shirts right now, get them right now. Some people might have a problem with this. Look, you can laugh once in a while, and this is a genuinely hilarious story. I wish Jed York the best. I hope that if he's going through difficult times following his divorce, he can find happiness soon, because money clearly does not buy it. But when you get busted and you're a billionaire in an Ohio trailer park trying to get a hooker for $140, it's going to become a meme. And so we capitalize and turn it into a shirt. Chatsports.com/Jed. Whoever gets a shirt tonight, I will give you a shout out with your first name and last initial, by the way. Just for privacy reasons, I don't want to give everybody shout outs to their last names as well. So I will give shout outs to those of you who purchase shirts here tonight. I've got the notifications on. Chatsports.com/Jed. Get your shirts right now. All right. As far as the top position battles to watch tonight between the Niners and the Raiders, there are a few that I want to talk about here. Left guard is still not settled. Connor Colby, Robert Jones, Carver Willis. Who's going to win that job? If I could make a prediction right now, I would say it's Connor Colby, because the Niners trust him the most. I don't think that he's the most high upside player, nor do I think that's the best option, but it's not like any option is great. It'd be ideal for Carver Willis to win it, and maybe the Niners go with a rotation at left guard, but I think at least to start, they go Connor Colby because of his experience starting for this team last year, even though he didn't play all that well. RB2 and RB3, I think it's settled, but Kubiak said it's not. I think Kalen Black is going to be the backup running back behind Christian McCaffrey, but Jordan James is going to get a decent amount of carries tonight, I would imagine. He hasn't played in the preseason yet. And so if he plays well, maybe he makes it a little bit more of a competition. Maybe he earns some carries. But I think Kalen Black is RB2. The safety spot alongside Jair Brown. Who's going to win it? We haven't seen Malik Mustafa since early in camp. Hamstring injury. Marquise Siegel, Ashton Davis, somebody else. Who can win that job? Corner depth. I'm looking forward to watching Ephesians Prysock. remember, Renardo Green hurt his hamstring last week. So can Jack Jones, if Renardo Green is hurt, maybe start week 1? How about Jacob Robinson? Can he make this team? And then defensive tackle depth. Good player is going to get cut, whether it be Sebastian Valdez or Bryson Eason, somebody else. So along the interior, the Niners have some pretty damn good players. Here is a $2 super chat from Jerry Kester. Here's another $2 for the Quest Raiders. So we're trying to catch the Raiders report. Jerry Kester, thank you for that. And again, you send in a super chat. We're having a super chat competition between the Niners report, Raiders report, 2 of our biggest channels here at Chat Sports. All right, top players to watch. Jordan James is the obvious one here. Hasn't played in the preseason because of broken ribs. So he should get a decent amount of carries tonight alongside Sincere McCormick. Sincere McCormick is a player who could potentially make this team, especially if he gives the Niners some special teams value. Connor Colby, if he plays well, can he secure that left guard starting spot? Ephesians Prysock, really good preseason for him. 6'3", long, making plays on the pill. Jordan Watkins, I imagine he gets a good amount of time tonight, even though I think he's going to make this roster just because of a lack of bodies. I don't think Dejon Stribling should play in this game, nor do I think he is going to. And then Marquise Siegel. Can he show Raheem Morris something where potentially he could start at safety, plus Malik Mustafa is still injured. All right, couple minutes to go until kick. If you are ready for kickoff, I want you to hit that thumbs up icon, like the video. I see Daniel Matthews saying Carver Willis is winning it. I would like for that to be the case because the Niners used a 4th-round pick on him. I'd love for him to become a really good player, but we'll certainly see on that.
Let's go, baby. Hey, this is it, man. After tonight, we're finally looking towards the regular season. So if you're excited for this one because it's the last one, hit that thumbs up. Almost 800 people watching, only 129 likes. I know we can do better than that. Can we get to, let's say, 350 likes before this game gets underway in a couple minutes? That's about 200 likes away. If we can get there, I'll give you guys the first free beer bong of the night. We need 200 more likes to get to 350. Let's go, man. Let's go. We're almost to the regular season. We're getting there.
You heard from producer Chip. Support the show. Hit that thumbs up icon, like the video, subscribe to the channel. 4 subs away from 198,000.
Oh.
Leave a comment. Share this video on social media. And speaking of our recent subscribers, here's the sub count right here. Shout out to Angel. In addition to Dominic Lenard, Derek Aubrey, Mike Morales, and Jack Allen, recent subscribers here on the show. I've had some haters of Chase Sr. say, you buy your subs. Well, first of all, I don't have the account to even do that because the 49ers report is owned and operated by Chat Sports. Second, you see the recent subscribers right here. They are real people, and thank you so much for your support as we just reached officially 198,000 subscribers. Under a minute to go until kick. Here's a $10 super chat from Dustin Cheney. Dustin, on July 5th, I adopted a Doberman. Her name is Poppy. She was a mom to like 8 or 9 puppies. It's one of the best decisions I've ever made. She's the joy of my life. Right before we went live, I went to go let her out. I fed her a little bit. She's incredible. So, love the dog in the profile picture. I believe that's a Doberman as well. Got a Doberman myself. She is the sweetest thing. The Valencias, download the Pulse LV app. You know what to do. If you're going out to Vegas, download Pulse LV. And thanks to their AI model, your price point, your vibe, whatever you want to do, it formulates a plan for you. Next time I go to Las Vegas, I'll be using it. I'm going to root for the Niners, of course. However, I see this year as a definite transition year. I agree with the next post where you kind of covered this. Yeah, like all I threw out there earlier, and I don't understand why some Niner fans get so sensitive about stuff like this, but Niner fans just tend to get very sensitive about some topics. But are the Niners going to get sold soon? And what I brought up here was this. The Niners have sold stakes of the organization recently, Parag left the Niners and didn't even get the MLS commissioner job. Jed York, under the radar, just moved back to Ohio. You've got a billionaire living with his parents in Ohio. It's kind of odd. He hasn't been around the team the whole summer following his divorce. The Seahawks just sold for nearly $10 billion. The Lakers sold for $12.5 billion. The Niners easily could sell right now for $13 to $15 billion. So I think it's fair to ask and wonder if the Niners are about to get sold. Chris Marvel, $2. Best show on YouTube, Argue with Your Mama.
Yeah.
That's what I tell people. Argue with your mama.
We're just going to be on the NFL app, by the way.
And some people with the Jed York t-shirts, they were like, I'm never watching this show again. Are you kidding me? You can't laugh in life. You're capitalizing on his downfall. Billionaire gets caught at an Ohio trailer park trying to solicit a hooker for $1.40. Yeah, you're going to turn into a meme. All right, let's get this game on and popping. Niners going to be in the road whites. Raiders going to be in the home blacks. We're going to see a lot of Adrian Martinez, unfortunately, in this game. Mac Jones is dressed, but I feel like he's going to be the emergency quarterback in this game because Curtis Rourke has multiple broken ribs thanks to Kubiak calling a quarterback draw in a preseason game. Jeff H. for a quarterback coming off a torn ACL. Jeff H., $5. Larry Kruger, friend of the show, said he wants to see Jordan James get 20 carries tonight to show durability. Offensive line better be ready to work. That's why Chip and I love the more on Jordan James rushing yards. I think that he has a long leash tonight in the final dress rehearsal for San Francisco. And I think that he should get a lot of carries. Go out there and prove that you can stay healthy. Hasn't been able to do it his first 2 years.
It'd be sick if he could just rip off a 30-yard run right away. Just get them more immediately on that 24.5 rush yards. And our poll question today was, who most needs to have a great game tonight to kind of, increase their standing on the roster? All these guys are going to make the roster, but in terms of getting playing time during the regular season, it was 4 of the 5 guys Chase talked about earlier. Jordan James, Connor Colby, Jordan Watkins, Marquise Siegel. 40% of you guys with 450 votes went with Jordan James. Makes a lot of sense, man. There's a lot of, kind of competition behind McCaffrey with Kalen Black in there as well for that RB3, RB2 spot. Obviously, Patrick Taylor out for the year, so Jordan James, man, I liked him coming out, so we'll see what he can do. We'll see what he can do. All right, this game getting underway any second now. I know it's just preseason, but Niners, Raiders, Battle of the Bay, man, it's always electric. So if you want the Niners to beat the Raiders, let's get those SFs rolling in the chat right now. 788 people watching this game moments away. Spam those SFs in the chat, baby. Just like I'm doing right now. Let's go. Where they at? Roddy Cal in the building. What's good? What's good?
Roddy Cal, what it do?
There we go.
I think some Raiders starters are going to play in this game.
They should. They won 3 games last year.
Yeah, that's what I was seeing in the lead up to kickoff. One thing that's pretty crazy that has changed throughout my lifetime, when I was growing up, I know it was the preseason, but a lot of these games that have a lot more fans. Fans have pretty much given up on going to preseason games. I mean, there's nobody at Allegiant Stadium.
Let's go. By the way, up to 264 likes. Said if we can get to 350, I would do a beer bong. Game hasn't started yet. We're about 100 away. Can we get there? About 100 likes away from that 350 goal for a free beer bong. 800 people watching. There's at least 100 of you.
Yeah, 49ers rookie wide receiver Dejon Stribling not playing tonight. The Niners have seen enough. Kid's going to be a stud.
All right, here we go.
He should also start week 1.
Absolutely. Dude, his ADP fantasy-wise has been skyrocketing. It's crazy. I mean, he's a guy that wasn't even being drafted in, like, redraft leagues.
Yeah.
And now he's going, I think, around 10, 11 maybe, which is pretty good.
I mean, like a solid bench option for a lot of fantasy teams. Probably one of those, like, draft-in stashes to see what his role is, and then if he ends up getting targets, it's like, hey, this is a no-brainer. All right, Niners going to kick it off. Eddie Pinheiro going to kick it about 5 yards deep, and we will see the Las Vegas Raiders starters. So we're going to see the Raiders starters against the Niners like 2s and 3s. Kirk Cousins going to get the start for Las Vegas. Johnson, I have decided Joey O'Donohue is the best host. He's an entertaining guy. I've helped him a lot with the growth of his Browns channel. I've taken pride in doing that because I thought that channel was a ticking time bomb, and he's done a great job. All right, with Ashton Genty hurt, Mike Washington's going to get the carry right up the middle for about 8 yards. The Arkansas product has 4.3 speed. He's had a really good preseason thus far. Does look like Alfred Collins is getting the start for the Niners up front. Recently coming off of shoulder surgery, so he needs some reps. Washington going to get a carry to the outside, picks up the first down. Good tackle made by, I believe, Jack Jones, but a first down for Las Vegas.
You know, I kind of love, actually, that Kirk is starting here because it means theoretically, like, Mendoza should get some decent run.
Yep. Ball at the 46 already. Kirk Cousins going to audible at the line. Oh! Cousins going to throw it to the right side, nearly intercepted by Jack Jones. Jack Jones played very well last week. Has a pass break up there. I think he's challenging Renardo Green.
Jumping in front of Brock Bowers there. How about that?
Cousins going to throw it just outside the left hash. Pass is caught by Brock Bowers with Tatum Bethune in coverage. And that'll bring up a third and a couple.
Y'all know what to do. Type those threes in the chat. It's third down, baby. This is against the Raiders starters, too. So you force a 3 and out. Obviously no Genty, but.
Niners with 4 up front. Jalen Naylor, sprint out motion. Cousins going to throw down the number. Pass is caught. It's going to be to Naylor. First down, Las Vegas. Jacob Robinson with the tackle. The Niners starting defensive line, by the way, Obu Okoronkwo, C.J. West, Alfred Collins, and Keon White. So a couple of players who will play a role for this Niners defense this year. It's a gain of 7 to Naylor. I formation, pitch play. Washington gets to the outside. Gain of 8. Stroman with the tackle. There is a flag.
Mike, we see in the chat, man. What's up?
10-yard penalty on the Raiders from the spot of the foul.
Oh, my God. Someone got
Yeah, there are a lot of bodies flying. Trey Tucker going to catch a ball at the 40, get shifty, takes it about 5 yards after the catch. And it'll be 2nd and 4.
Multi, the best broadcast. Thank you. Thank you, Multi.
Thank you. As always, I'm firing off tweets during this game. Give me a follow at Chase_Senior. A lot of Instagram posts at Chase_Senior as well. Play action for the Raiders. Cousins going to swing it out to Naylor, makes a man miss in open space, and picks up another first down. Gain of 8. Jaden Duggar missed the tackle there. Little welcome to the NFL moment, meeting that Trey Tucker 4.4 speed on the perimeter. Raiders going to run it. Gain of 4 there. Mike Washington with another carry. Sebastian Valdez with the tackle. Man in motion is Bowers. Or no, that's Michael Mayer. Expect to see 2 tight end sets more often from the Raiders this year. 2 really good tight ends, too. Washington going to get a carry on 2nd and 6. Only gets about 1 or 2 yards. Tackle made by Jalen Graham. Good play.
Type those threes once again. Niners couldn't get up the field last 3rd down. Can they force a field goal on this one? Again, against starters for the Raiders.
Ball just north of the 20. 11th play of the drive for Vegas. It's 3rd and 4. Type those threes. Man in motion. Raiders run it again. Dylan Lawby with the carry. Only gets about 1. So the Niners defense approaching the red zone stands tall. Keon White leading the charge there. And on a 4th and short, what does Kubiak decide to do? Matt Gay going to come out for a 37-yard attempt for Las Vegas here. He made from 52 last week. And this kick is up and good. Remember when Jake Moody had that infamous preseason game here a few years ago? Gay puts the Raiders on the board. 3-0.
Good hold there by the Niners. Good hold. Jeannie Wyatt in the building.
Jeannie Wyatt in the house.
Good to see you, Jeannie.
We'll get to the $10 super chat from Derek coming up here in a moment. But first, 49ers. More use pay to win. player stat projections, and you can win some dollars. And when you play your first $5 instantly in lineups. Appreciate Prize Picks for making today's show possible. So this one has to throw for a touchdown. And then Jordan James, we should see him on this debut drive for this Niners offense, more than 24.5 rushing yards. So we've got the slider and the tracker that we will be following all game long. Pick more, pick less, pick Prize Picks.
Need it. Derek, here's that 10 that Chase mentioned. Appreciate that 10. Beast. $38 in supers. Oh. Oh, no. Okay. Cheers to those super chats, and cheers to regular season. A couple weeks away. Hey, we got college football on Saturday, man. College football on Saturday. How great does that sound?
Yeah, UNC TCU.
How can I watch Niners Raiders for free on my phone? Right here.
Yeah, we got you covered right here. Jordan Watkins going to take the kick just beyond the goal line. Takes it just shy of the 26. Huge hit. He gets lit up. And let's see who starts at quarterback for the Niners. Might be the Adrian Martinez show. Oh, Mac Jones.
Oh, nice.
Under center, Braden Willis, the fullback, Kalon Black, the back. Play action for Mac. He's going to take off and run, gets a couple of yards as that play kind of broke down immediately. So 2nd and 8 after the Mac Jones scramble. Mac going to take the snap. He will try to check it down for Kalon Black, but he threw it too far inside, and just like that, it's 3rd and 8. Mac takes the shotgun snap, deep drop, steps up. He's going to launch deep. Jordan Watkins not even looking, and the throw is kind of on the money.
Yeah, I thought he put in a good spot.
No idea why Jordan Watkins wasn't looking for that football.
What is he doing?
Kyle Shanahan did not look happy. Corliss Waitman, left-footed punter, out to boot it. It's going to be caught at the 20. Really good special teams tackle by Kadarrell Hodge. He was a Pro Bowl special teamer back in 2023. Kirk Cousins is coming out for a second series here. Even Tyler Linderbaum who set the record for becoming the highest paid center, is still out there. So whole first string offense for the Raiders out there once again.
Good test for the defense, man. Both sides, obviously, going up against the starters, but we'll do it again on this drive. All right, as a reminder, we are giving away some merch here tonight.
Yep.
So if you want to get involved, we haven't had anybody yet send in a super chat of $20 or more. If you do, you get in the raffle to win a free shirt. Niners on the quest for 6. Jed York on the quest for sex.
Every $500 that we get, that's a shotgun. And look, the goal is to beat the Raiders report. We've got a lot of work to do. For those of you watching the show, kind of a Netflix-themed print here. Jed York's mugshot on the shirt. Niners on the quest for 6 Super Bowl championships. Jed York over the weekend was on the quest for sex. Chatsports.com/Jed. We've sold well over 100 of these shirts already. It's comedy. You don't got to take it too seriously. Chatsports.com/Jed. Get yours now. I am becoming Death Destroyer of words. They're going to be selling $140 beers at Levi's and then an extra $20 that you can let the bartender raw dog your cup before you do. That's crazy.
Yo.
But hilarious.
Who said that?
That was I am becoming Death Destroyer of words.
My goodness. That's good stuff.
Big Joe Sally. T-shirt is in poor taste, bro. Can people laugh? Can people joke around? Dustin Cheney, do we still have the Dub City shirts? Of course we do.
Yeah, here's
Chatsports.com/Dub City. We have hoodies available as well. Shirts available in red and black.
It's a link to the entire shop right there. I just threw that in there. Plenty of stuff.
Yep, link is in the chat. Mike Washington going to carry to the outside. He's going to break a large gain of about 13 yards. Mike Washington is looking like a really, really good player for the Las Vegas Raiders.
Wesley, can you say my name, please? What's going on, Wesley?
Washington's going to get another carry, this time for about 4. Dankzilla Yankee shirt was in bad taste. Yeah, people are like, bad taste to sell that shirt. How about Jed York wearing a Yankee shirt? Brutal.
His fit was rough. Wesley, we appreciate you just being here, man. We understand everybody can't send some money. You just being here, hanging out, getting in the chat. We appreciate you, man.
That's all we care about, is that you're here hanging out. Kirk Cousins going to throw it to the outside to Michael Mayer. Pass is caught for a first down. It's going to go for a gain of 7. Tackle made by Eli Apple. Cousins pump fakes, goes through his progressions, throws it to the outside to Washington. Was late to get there, threw it high, and Washington got popped. It'll be 2nd and 10. Cousins out of the gun, hands it off to Washington. He's past the 50, has a first down. Ashton Davis with the tackle. He's slow to get up. He's been injured a lot throughout his career.
He looks good, man, Mike Washington.
Really good blocking early in this game by the Raiders here. Jaden Duggar lost his helmet, maybe an illegal hands to the face penalty that wasn't called. Ball at the 38, I formation for the Raiders. Cousins play action. Going to set up the tight end screen to Mayer. Really good tackle there. Jarrell Luter Jr. Mayer had some real estate in front of him, but Luter able to trip him up.
Raiders are going to end up holding this ball for like the entirety of the first quarter.
Yeah, pretty much.
We only got 4 minutes left.
Ball at the 40. Dylan Lawby in motion. Cousins going to find Jack Besh. Tackled by Stroman and Robinson. 3rd down. Type those threes.
Let's go.
It's a 5-yard pickup. Now it's 3rd and 4. Cousins in the gun. Besh in motion. 4-down lineman for the Niners. Raiders going to throw it. Cousins to the outside. Pass broken up. Saron Neal got physical with Jalen Naylor, but gets the PBU. So once again, the Niners give up some yards, but they don't let the Raiders drive too deep into Niners territory. $53-yard kick for Matt Gay. Clean operation. Kick is perfect. Wow. Finds the back net from 53 yards. 6-0 Raiders. Type FLV.
Derek coming in with another 5. This is good stuff. Says, I'm sending money for Jed so he can afford better.
Oh, boy. We'll be sure to send that money to Jed.
It's so hilarious because, like, if you watch, like, the body cam footage, one of the cops was literally like, I don't know if he knew who he was or not, but he knew he was loaded and had a lot of money. They saw it in his wallet. He was like, dude, people like this,
yeah,
like they have so many other options. The cop literally said that.
He's like, I don't really understand why people like this do this stuff.
Yeah. Hilarious. It was also hilarious because I remember, like, they asked him what he was doing. Jed was just like, I'm just going for a drive. And then one of the cops said to his buddy, this is one of the easiest stings we've ever pulled off.
Yeah.
They got him, man.
No issues at all. Cop even said, that was easy.
Yeah. Obviously.
Embarrassing.
Jed wasn't, like, really trying to fight it much, but. Oh, this is great. Praise in the chat says, poor Jed gets a bad rap. He was just scouting for tight ends. Looking for that Kittle replacement.
I will say, what was that on Tuesday? No, Monday. All-time day on Twitter.
Yeah.
Just an all-time day on Twitter. I was definitely taking part in it.
It's funny stuff, man. We're approaching a big milestone here on the live stream. We are 84 likes away from 500. I know we can get there with 1,000 people watching live. Let's get to 500 likes, baby. Let's do it. We are 84 away. If you're ready for the regular season, smash that like button.
Let's go.
And the first one to make it rain here on tonight's stream. B-Boy Forever.
B-Boy Forever. Making it rain with the $50 super chat.
We're getting that up for you.
Appreciate it, brother. We'll get that super chat popped up here. Jordan Watkins going to take another big hit on another return. Jacob Cowing, of course. Water is wet, is injured again.
Here it is.
Mac Jones coming out for another series. B-Boys forever. Hey, Chase. Chase doesn't judge Jed because Chase himself is a PIMP. You know, my player days, I think I've retired. I think they're over. I'm a little bit too old for that. But Jed, you need some help with the ladies, man. I got you if you want to spit some game. Kalen Black going to get a carry to the right side. It's a good run. Gain of about 7 or 8 yards. Thank you, B-Boys, making it rain. They're going to give Black 8 yards there, so it's a 2nd and 2. I formation. Another carry for Kalon. He's going to pick up the first down. First down of the game for the Niners with 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Mack going to drop back. The pocket starts to cave in, but he steps up and finds Braden Willis underneath. Braden Willis, some really good blocks last week at fullback. Ball at the 43. Play action for Mack. Lofts one downfield. Jordan Watkins tried to stab at it with one hand. Incomplete. It's 3rd and 3. Jordan Watkins started off on the far right side. Carried his route across the field. The throw was a little bit outside. Maybe that left hand was getting grabbed, but no flags. Eric Stokes in coverage, signed a 3-year extension this offseason. Ball at the 43, 3rd and 3. Mac Jones will throw it. He's under siege. Touch throw, downfield. Will Pauling not even looking. What's with Will Pauling and Jordan Watkins not even looking for the football? Niners will have to punt it again. Good blitz pickup by Kalen Black. He kind of missed a little bit, but at least got enough contact to keep Mac Jones in a position where he could get rid of the football. Dylan Lowby back to receive the punt. Corliss Waitman, skyscraping punt to the 15-yard line. 42-yard punt. Raiders already about to have their third drive of the first quarter. Dr. Checkmate, Mark safe from having $160 of fun in an Ohio trailer park. How do you not laugh at it? I mean, how do you not laugh at the situation? Some people take life way too seriously, and we don't hold people of power accountable. What are we doing? Billionaire owner gets caught in an Ohio trailer park trying to solicit a prostitute for $140. Of course it's going to turn into a meme.
Guys, we are 7 likes away. Now make it 5 from our goal of 500. Let's get there right now. 5 people. Who's going to be the one to get us our 500th like? Cheers to you guys.
Ephesians Price, questionable to return with a shoulder injury, FYI.
Oh. Oh, there we go. We smashed past 500. Appreciate you guys. Can't wait for the regular season, man. We're so close. Really not much to speak of for the Niners offensively so far.
No.
I mean, Mac Jones is 1 of 5 for 7 yards. Not entirely his fault. I mean, a couple of his receivers haven't been looking for the ball. Not Mac's fault, man. He's used to playing with better players than this.
Yeah, the offensive line really hasn't helped him either. But 1 of 5, 7 yards. It was a check down to Brain Willis. That's about it.
Oh, Mendoza's in. All right, we need a Mendoza touchdown for the
Fernando Mendoza. Good week 1. Struggled a little bit last week against that terrific Houston Texans defense. Play action for Mendoza. Going to roll to the naked side. What a catch by Jalen Nailor. The throw was behind him because there was pressure in Mendoza's face, and Nailor caught it just with the left hand.
Wow. Oh.
And as we saw against Ohio State, when Mendoza got lit up on the first play, he gets right back up from some of these hits. Another play action for Mendoza. Throws it, and it's intercepted off the deflection. Tatum Bethune the other way. And he's going to take it to the 22. The throw is off the mark from Mendoza. Hit off one Niners defender, the Raiders receiver, into the hands of Bethune. And the Niners are going to be set up nicely here. 5 ticks left in the first quarter. So they'll have one more play in this quarter. And then they'll be on the cusp of the red zone. Let's see. Clean pocket. Ball is a little bit too high for Nailor. Off the hands of Darrell Luter Jr. and then into the hands of Tatum Bethune. Ball at the 22. Brain Willis in motion. He's now the fullback. Adrian Martinez, pitch. Kalon Black to the outside. Kalon Black with the burst of speed. And scary situation at the end of that play, because there was like a stanchion with a camera on it that Kalon Black had to kind of hurdle over and contacted. But that's going to take us to the second quarter. It'll be first and goal for the Niners inside the Prize Picks red zone. Use that code HMA. Win your first $5 lineup. You get $150 instantly if you win. Headed to quarter number 2. Type those twos.
Let's go. Type those twos. I think that's Mendoza's, third interception of the preseason, I believe?
Second.
I thought he had 2 in the one game. Might be
The Raiders broadcast had him as 1 last week.
Oh, then I trust them over me.
But it was the pick 6. I believe it was a pick 6.
Yeah, it was just 1.
Yeah.
I'm tripping. Another super chat to get to here. We got Illuminate Clothing. I don't know why I had trouble with that. Shout out from LA, Illuminate Clothing. Shout out to you. Shout out to what I assume is your clothing brand out there in LA. Mendoza's looked the worst out of all the QBs drafted in the first round.
Doubt.
If I go that far.
Yeah, I disagree. I thought the first week of the preseason he looked really good. But this is what you need to do with Mendoza. Like, give him some time tonight. Let him work on some of these things. First play of this second quarter. First and goal for the Niners from the 8 following the Tatum Bethune pick. False start, San Francisco. Brandon Parker.
Former Raider. Double agent.
After the penalty, first and goal for the Niners from the 13. Adrian Martinez under center. Braden Willis in motion. Handoff goes to Kalon Black. Takes it to about the 10. It'll be second and goal from there.
Oh.
Martinez is going to throw it short to Jordan Watkins. He'll take it just beyond the 5.
Third and go, baby. Get it in. Probably 2 downs to get this.
Third and goal for the Niners. Ball spotted just beyond the 5. Adrian Martinez in the shotgun. Raiders send pressure. Martinez throws. Pass. What do the Niners do? Kick the field goal or go for it?
You got to go. It's preseason.
Not a bad throw. You throw that too far inside, it could be a pick 6 the other way, but just a good play by the DB. Eddie Pinheiro comes out for the field goal. Kick is good. If you took the more than 1.5 for Eddie Pinheiro field goal makes, you're halfway there.
Well, you got points, I guess, off the interception at least. You're pretty much guaranteed 3, though. Would have loved to get that in there. Why not just, like, tap into Martinez's legs? Just run some read options, man. I don't need to see him throw the ball. Yeah, JJ bringing this up. How about the NFL just doing away with the Pro Bowl entirely? I mean, look, it's become a joke over the last 5 or so years, so I get it, man. Like, just get rid of it. The players, obviously, they're not going to play hard in the Pro Bowl for good reason. I don't blame them for it. They were trying to play flag or whatever. Like, I'm a big flag football guy. I used to play it. I love it, but I don't need to see these NFL guys who haven't played before playing it. Now, when you talk about, like, the Team USA flag, when those NFL guys were out there that were clearly trying to win, that was electric. But for the Pro Bowl, it's fine. Plus, it eliminates the whole replacement thing with guys pulling out and guys like Shador Sanders getting into the Pro Bowl and it becoming a joke. Now you have your Pro Bowlers. There's no replacements because you're not playing anyways, so that's it. Your Pro Bowlers are your Pro Bowlers. They can actually mean a little bit more now, even though some of the fan voting can be a little bit ridiculous at times. I mean, what, Tyler Huntley was a Pro Bowler a couple of years ago? Like, it just got to a point, man. I think that was the worst part of it, I think. Even worse than the actual Pro Bowl game not being good.
The players being named to the Pro Bowl.
Yeah, the
Shador
guys
Sanders,
pulling out.
Tyler Huntley, joke.
So now at least that issue's avoided. There won't be any replacements. Which is good, I suppose. Kalen Black's a good preseason. Off to a good start tonight. 4 carries for 28 yards, 7 yards a pop. Had that big run there at the end of the first quarter. Looking good, man. RB2.
That's RB2, man. Kick is taken at the goal line by Tompkins. He'll return it past the 30.
Do still need the Mendoza touchdown for the prize picks.
Mendoza under center. Dylan Lowby, the lone tailback. Going to be an end around to Tompkins. Wow, that's a fantastic tackle by Jacob Robinson.
I agree, Brooks. Should have just gone for it. You know Eddie Pinheiro can make a 15-yard field goal.
Mendoza going to throw that back shoulder ball patented from his Indiana tenure. Incomplete. Darrell Luter Jr. in coverage, 3rd and 10.
Type those threes.
Mendoza in the gun, man in motion. Mendoza under pressure, going to get sacked. Keon White from the backside gets to Mendoza. Raiders will have to punt. 3 and out for Las Vegas. Good showing for this Niners defense so far. They gave up 6 points against the Raiders starters. Got a pick of Mendoza last drive and now a sack of Mendoza here. Jordan Watkins back to receive the punt. His effort hasn't been great in this game. Takes the punt at the 28. Gets to the outside. Picks up about 7 yards maybe. More A-Mart coming up. Adrian Martinez, 55-yard punt.
A-Mart, there's a shirt.
Yeah.
I'm sure
Hopefully it
everybody
doesn't come to that point in the season.
We got words. The Valencias with a $2 super chat.
Today's game is about matchup wins, not the score. Exactly. It's about individual performances. That's really what it comes down to.
The numbers so far, because it's 3-6 in the scoreboard, but I'm sure by the numbers, the Raiders probably dominating this game. Let's see here. So here are the numbers thus far. I mean, look at exactly the time of possession. Obviously, with the interception, helps the Niners out a lot. But
yeah, so Chip just popped up the numbers here. Niners have 42 total yards to the Raiders' 96. 12 passing yards for the Niners. 30 rushing yards. And then the Raiders dominating time of possession, 13:48 to 4:16.
But credit to these depth pieces, man. Stepping up, holding the Raiders to a couple field goals, and then, of course, getting the interception off the number 1 overall pick in the draft. Oh, another good super chat from Words here.
What do you got, Words?
Get this up. Here's that 2 coming in from Words.
Jimmy G spotted in Vegas, quest for sex. See that, Chase? I mean, what a wild week on social media where the porn star that Jimmy Garoppolo was famously on that date with responded to a couple of my Instagram posts. One of which she said Jimmy G didn't pay. Jed York paid, or at least tried to. So I got confirmation from the porn star that Jimmy Garoppolo was out with that he didn't pay for sex. What a time. Niners going to run it with Jordan James, gain of 5. What'd you say, Chip?
I couldn't believe that when I saw you post that.
Wild. Jordan James going to get another carry. This time he gets 2, maybe 3. It'll be 3rd and short.
Castro Leono in the building. Thanks for the $5 super chat. We'll pop that up here in a moment.
Niners go heavy to the right. Martinez under center. Jordan James the back. Nowhere to go. Niners defensive line, really good in this game. Their offensive line, not good. And then the Raiders defensive line, able to penetrate there against this Niners offensive line. 4th and 2, Niners will punt. Laube calls for a fair catch on the punt at the 13.
All right, so far, B-Boys forever. The only person to get in 2-hour raffle here tonight.
Yeah, let's do this. 50% off right now for the next few minutes. If you send in a $10 super chat, 10 or more gets you in the raffle for the Quest for Sex shirt with Jed York's mugshot on it. That's a $10 or more super chat. Gets you into the raffle. We'll go 50% off over the next few minutes if you send in a 10.
Big time deal. Take advantage. That's what the shirts look like here.
We've sold a ton of these so far, so get yours now.
Here's that 5 from Castro Leonel. If Raiders win, it's only a preseason game. If the Niners win, Niners win in the Super Bowl. Preseason, man. It's hilarious.
Castro, I can't wait for the regular season.
Yeah, dude, just get us there. Just get us there. Words, another 5.
We'll pay for her being our promo mode in Las Vegas. Hook us up, Chase, brand ambassador. I'm sure she will do a bang-up job. Chase got the hookups. Hey, you already know.
It's hilarious, too, and it's not going to go away the entire season. It'll be a thing all year long. Lisa Clary with a 20.
Lisa shirt. Makes me laugh. See? Lisa knows you got to be able to laugh in life. Abugawale gets the carry. Gain of about 7. CJ West with the tackle there. False start on the offense. Everybody but the center. Lisa Clary with that 20. Need the shirt. Makes me laugh. Thanks, Lisa.
Joey says, buy the shirt and wear it to a Niners game. Could you imagine if we got like 50 people to pull up all wearing the shirt sitting in one section?
I did have a lot of people saying, I bought the shirt. I'm going to be wearing it to the game. 2nd and 8. Mendoza, delayed handoff. Saron Neal, good tackle against the run. Third down coming up.
Type those threes. Hey, good luck, man.
Yeah, good luck, dude. Big third quarter coming up. 3rd and 5. Mendoza in the gun. Man in motion from right to left. 3-by-1. Good protection for Mendoza. Checks it off for Laube. Makes 2 Niners miss. Otherwise, he would have been wrapped up short of the sticks instead. Turns into a solid gain.
Maybe we can get him to autograph the shirts.
That would be something, wouldn't it?
If he had a sense of humor, he would. Unfortunately, I feel like he probably will not.
Mendoza drops back. Now he's going to get sacked. Obu Okoronkwo gets to Mendoza. Alfred Collins penetrated as well.
Kittle would wear it. It's a shirt Kittle would wear if he were not going to get in major trouble for it.
Yep. Mendoza looks left, looks right. Now he's just going to dirt it. Nothing was there. Good coverage by the Niners. 3rd and 19. Type those threes.
Let's go.
Penalty on the offense as well. It's going to be declined, so it'll still be 3rd and 19. Rip those threes in the chat. Mendoza in the shotgun. Probably going to play it safe here. I'll just hand it off to Laube. Only a gain of a couple of yards there. Alfred Collins with another tackle. 4th and forever. Niners will get the ball back.
Did Ayuk get a shirt yet? He would absolutely wear that shirt.
That would be epic. Cole punts it away. Watkins going to take it at the 11. Can he make a man miss? Tries to reverse field. And there's really nowhere to go.
Couple supers people getting into the raffle. Big Hurt.
My boy Big Hurt. Put me in, Big Chase. Sneak peeking the game and the live stream at work. Oh, sneak peeking. Hey, man. Got to keep up with the Niners while you're at work just to see what's going on with the Niners. We'll put you in for a raffle ticket. Hope you're good, my guy. The Valencias, when we blow up, which we are, we want to do a giveaway collaboration with you, Chase Cigars, premium one, maybe a dinner in Las Vegas with us on our next promotion. Anyway, we'll be there September 10th or the 14th. Hit us up. Raffle X2. Got you, fam. Revert's going to go to Jordan Watkins. Has room to run. And Jordan Watkins picks up 15 yards. It's going to be a neck tackle at the end of the play. Not illegal, though. Words. Can't wait to see it blow up, my man.
It's coming.
Martinez, play action, dumps it off for James, catches it out of the backfield, has Carver Willis blocking in front of him in addition to Drake Nugent. And Jordan James going to pick up a huge chunk right there. Type your ones for the first time tonight. Niners in Raiders territory, and Jordan James looking damn good. Gain of 20. Carver Willis leading the way. Sincere McCormick going to get a carry to the left side. He gets about 6 yards.
As we said, Jordan James got to step up tonight. That catch for 20 yards, big time, gives him 28 yards on the game.
I formation for the Niners. James tries to get to the right side. Bad camera work. He got close to the first down. How close, we'll see. Virtual measurement. Ten inches. 10 inches short. So it'll be third and inches here. Or no.
Yeah.
Third and inches? Okay. Martinez under center. Jordan James the back. Martinez, quarterback sneak, can't get any push. It's going to be fourth down. So fourth down, type those fours. Martinez, play action, rolls left, pass, caught! Hayden Rucci just beyond the hands of, I think, Stokes. Ten-yard pickup. Oh, man. Such a tight window throw. Good catch by Rucci, too. He played under Mike McDaniel. Niners run it. Jordan James bursts through the middle. He's still on his feet inside the 10 to the 9. First and goal, Niners. What a run for Jordan James. Asked to get a breather. Now the Niners all of a sudden look good at running back and deep at running back. There we go.
Two-minute warning.
All right, 49ers Report presented by Prize Picks. Number one daily fantasy sports picks app. Pick more, pick less, pick Prize Picks. Use our code HMA. Play your first $5 lineup. Get $150 instantly if you win. Number one sports picks app in North America. More than 20 million users have signed up and submitted a lineup. Billions of dollars paid out in winnings. Number one place to win cash while watching sports. Just pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections. You'll be well on your way. I told Chip, got to take Jordan James. More than the 24.5 rushing yards. Well, he's already more than 24.5 rushing yards. He has 28.
Nice.
But for Chip, Fernando Mendoza needs to throw a touchdown. Albert Okwuegbunam more than 10.5 receiving yards. I went Albert O more, Jordan James more.
I got a little risky. Doing that
yeah, you got a little risky, but the payout obviously a little bit higher, $20 to win 110.
I am worried that after a halftime we won't see any more Mendoza. So that was a demon pick. I knew, it was a little bit riskier, but it's the way she goes. It's the way she goes. Couple more supers. Dave Towers.
Dave from down under. Not long until the faithful come to the homeland. Aussie, Aussie. Good day, Dave. Niners are leaving in about a week. They're going to be there for about a week in the lead up to the game. And then the Rams are getting there like the day before. Very interesting. Valencia fam again. May have to add AI babyface generator in the app. Scare people from getting too hammered in Las Vegas with who they hook up with. Hey, you know that we like the AI baby generator here at chat. One of the funniest moments in show history.
Oh, shout out to Bryce in the chat as well. Our moderator who's helping out ban all these bots we got in here.
That's awesome.
Big shout out to Bryce.
Yeah, shout out to Bryce. Appreciate it, bro. First and goal for the Niners from the 9. Adrian Martinez going to hand it off to Jordan James. Not much doing there. Got about a yard.
Yeah, Bryce says, I'm making a comeback, man. I've missed the streams. Good to have you back, man. Good to have you back. Can't wait for the regular season.
Second and goal. Adrian Martinez in the shotgun false start. Everybody but the center. Second and goal from the 13. Martinez going to drop back. Ball tipped. Incomplete. Third and goal. Third and goal for the Niners. Ball at the 13. Martinez takes the shotgun snap, steps up, trying to run. He's to the 10. He's out of bounds at about the 7. Eddie Pinheiro time again. That's a penalties due to you. Dylan Gabriel tonight, 12 of 15, 186 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks, 157.9 passer rating for the Browns.
Wow.
Sheesh. Eddie Pinheiro's chip shot, by the way, is good. We are tied 6-6.
$29 rushing yards for the game now, plus that 20-yard reception. So I'm making 49 total yards.
Yeah, he's looked really good. It's kind of dumbfounding that he didn't get more carries last year. Kick is taken at the 2. Bad tackling on special teams for the Niners, but Sincere McCormick making a special teams play. If Sincere McCormick is making special teams plays, can the Niners hold on to 4 backs? Mendoza, a handoff to Lauby. Gets 6. Jaden Duggar with the tackle.
If Jed isn't going to wrap up, why should Niners players wrap up? Well, he was going to wrap up. He paid for protected sex.
He actually did pay for protected sex. It would have been a $20 extra charge if he wanted to have unprotected sex. Mendoza throws to the outside, a little bit inside, but the pass is caught. They're going to mark him short of the sticks. I thought that was a first down, though. I was right. It is a first down.
Third quarter, who gets the ball? The Niners will get the ball to start quarter number 3.
Mendoza in the gun, empty set. 36 seconds left. Ball at the 48. Mendoza going to throw downfield. Excellent throw. Fantastic catch by Benson, who somehow comes down with it despite really good coverage. There's a flag on the play. But is that going to be PI on the Niners? What a throw. I mean, he did that all last year at Indiana. I think he was out of bounds, though. Okay, so they're going to say incomplete, but it's a spot foul.
I don't know about that. You'll have to shove him as.
Yeah, I disagree with the PI call. Saron Neal does as well. So ball at the 32, 30 seconds left. Raiders within field goal range. Mendoza takes the shotgun snap. He'll check it down to Ian Thomas. Raiders have one more timeout. They'll probably use it here. Mendoza throws it to Thomas. He drops it. 5 seconds left, so the Raiders will kick the field goal. So it'll be a 45-yard field goal here. Matt Gay is money again. So that'll give the Raiders a 9-6 advantage at halftime. And then as Chip said, Niners will get the ball to start the third.
We got a nice score.
$69 on the scoreboard. Jed York would be proud.
To grade that first half, A, B, C, D, or F. In that first half, total yards pretty even. 133 for San Francisco, 139 for the Raiders. Just 42 passing yards for the Niners, but 91 rushing. They have not converted a third down. Niners are losing time of possession about 19 minutes to 11. Could be a lot worse, though. Done a good job to hold the Niners to a few field goals, but they also have only been kept to a couple of field goals.
Yeah, thanks to the Jordan James show, the Niners able to close the gap as far as yards picked up. 139 to 133. 42 yards passing, though, for the Niners. The Raiders not much better with 69. Rushing yards, 91 for the Niners, because Jordan James, Kalon Black, couple of the young Niners backs, performing very well, running decisively. James with 6 totes for 29. a catch for 20 yards, and then Black 4 for 28, an average of 7 per pop for him, and then 4.8 for Jordan James.
Yeah, passing game non-existent. And Martinez in there the rest of the game. I don't think it's going to pop up at any point.
How about this headline? 2 Lions are reportedly on the loose in Indiana with authorities unsure of where the Lions even came from.
My goodness. How do you not know where they came from? I mean, they had to come from a zoo.
That's insane.
My goodness.
All right, let me get a bite to eat real quick. And then I will be right back. I'll spell Chip. 9-6 Raiders at the break.
Yeah. Yeah, Bryce. Where else the Lions come from? I don't know. Two Lions, Eagles, Goff, and St. Brown went streaking after a drunken Taco Bell run. Oh, gosh. Appreciate you all for getting us over 198,000 subs tonight. We're 20 away from 198.1K. Can 20 people get us there here during this halftime break? All right, here's what we're going to do. So normally it's $20 to get into our raffle, but Chase made that deal earlier to drop it to $10. I'm going to keep it at that $10 mark for halftime only. $10 gets you a raffle ticket to win a Quest for Sex Jed York shirt. Niners in the Quest for 6. We know what Jed York was up to. So $10 during halftime gets you into that raffle. And I'll give you guys a beer cheers for every super chat that comes in. Cheers to this one that just came in as well, this $5 super chat. All super chats get shown up on the screen. We're at $184 in super chats. Every 500 in total we get, Chase has a shotgun. So I'm going to send in a big-time one. Our goal is to beat the Raiders report. We are down by quite a lot. Probably not going to get there tonight unless we get some insane action going. We are currently down. Let's see. We are at 185. And the Raiders report, as they usually do, are just going insane. They're up to 2,050. So probably not going to mention this again tonight. Don't think we're going to catch them, but just want to throw it out there because you mentioned it earlier. But we appreciate every super chat that does come in, man. We really do. For those of you who want to get in the raffle to win a Jed York Quest for Sex shirt, this is what they look like here. It's got the mugshot on there. And so $10 gets you into that raffle to win a shirt. It's all in good fun, man. All in good humor. Have some fun with it. And we'll get to that super that just came in. Sent that one in. That was Architect Drum and Bass, $5. Appreciate the message. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whoever believeth in him should not perish but have everlasting life. Thank you for the 5, Architect. Biz Nation. He'll be all right, you know? Since when did the Raiders report grow so much? Man, the Raiders report is crazy. They're crazy. Architect, thank you again for the 5. Is that you? Is that a picture of you in that profile picture? Cooking up? As a DJ? Is that you? Let me know. If so, it's pretty sick. Yeah, awesome, man. That's cool. All right, $10. Get in the raffle. We will never have the Battle of the Bay anymore, Vegas traders. Yeah, they left, man. They got up out of there. They went to Vegas, and the results for their team have not changed. They still stink. It's not a battle anyways, even if they were still there. Everybody knows who the better team is. I want to see the Niners we saw last week, man. We kill a good team and come meet a bad one, have a hard time getting it done. I want to see the starters out there at some point. At this point, well, I mean, obviously it's not going to happen now. Must feel like they're ready to go. Look, they have a long travel coming up. So just rest them, get them ready to go to Australia. I get it. But if they come out cold in that first game, then it's like, okay, well, why didn't you get them some more run in the preseason? Look, every coach has their own philosophies. You have a lot to balance in terms of playing guys versus avoiding injury. A lot of coaches value the training camp practices and joint practices more anyways, so. There's no one right way to do it. No one right way to do it. The Lions came from Detroit Ford Field. Genie White, McKivitt still sucks. Just such an average offensive tackle, man. Just painstakingly average. Need some pass rush pressure? You got a couple sacks in that first half. I believe Keon White had one. Yeah, Keon White. Thought he was in there on one. They're not going to credit him with one. I think the system is just a little bit bugged because he definitely got one. Let me double check here. I'm pretty sure he did get one. Now, obviously, it's a lot of the backups, but like Keon White's going to play a big role this year, especially if Micah Williams is out to start the year. Yeah, Keon White has a sack, and Agbo Okoronkwo has a sack as well. So 2 sacks in that first half. Niners did a good job against Mendoza. Obviously the number 1 overall pick in the draft. He was just 5 of 9 for 38 yards in that interception that was tipped in the air by Darrell Luter Jr. and taken by Tatum Bethune. Yeah, no, I agree, Bryce, for sure. I mean, look, the pass rush really just comes down to Nick Bosa. Is he healthy or not? You know, if he's out there healthy, ready to go to start the year, that's obviously a game-changing presence on the defensive line. If he's not, you have a lot of concerns for a team that was dead last in sacks last year. Game's too fast for Fernando. Needs to set another game. Or season, you meant. Needs to set a season. I mean, look, there's a reason the Raiders went out, got Kirk Cousins, and then drafted Mendoza. And they've said that Cousins is their starter. Mendoza could sit a majority, if not all, of the year. Now, if they're really bad towards the end of the year, I don't see why not just throw him out there and see what he can do. But Allie's in the chat. Shout out to my girlfriend, Allie, in the chat, my idol. Allie in the building. Everyone show some love. My girlfriend in the building. Says, hi, Chip. Love you, my idol. Love you too. Do we know if Australia game is put on grass or turf? I believe it's grass. Not a great day for the Mandalorian. Like that nickname. Bryce, me and my brother-in-law were talking about how Mendoza is performing. He said he'll end up like J.J. McCarthy. Well, I don't know about that. J.J.'s pretty bad, and he did not nearly have the success that Mendoza had in college from a personal, like, throwing the ball standpoint. Obviously, they won a national championship. You know, he didn't throw a lot of passes. There's a lot of run game, a lot of defense. You know, he didn't throw a lot of passes in his college career. Mendoza did, and Mendoza was really good. So I'd be surprised. But good job by the Niners backups against Mendoza. Obviously, Mendoza not out there working with the ones on offense, but what's Kittle's current state right now? I've heard about him maybe playing week 1. Yeah, I mean, it's looking pretty good, I'd say. I mean, he's certainly way ahead of schedule after tearing the Achilles in that playoff game against the Eagles. Normally, like, for most guys, that injury's taken you well into the season, but he has a chance. I think it's a better chance than not. All right, second half action underway. Good kick return here for San Francisco to open up quarter number 3, taken out across the 30-yard line. So Martinez in the offense will come back out. Jordan Watkins still in the game. Jordan James in there as well. I see Nick Zakel, Isaac Alarcon, Doug Kramer, Enrique Cruz along the offensive line. Play action, Martinez dumps it off into the flat. Can be caught, gain of about 7. Caught there by Irwin.
Chip out of the bullpen, clutch.
Light work.
If you need to leave, you can.
All right, bet. I can wait until
So,
the break.
Martinez to Trenton Irwin. Gain of 7. 2nd and 3. Play action. Martinez rolls to the right. Looks downfield. Incomplete. Pass intended for Hodge. Braden Willis out with a concussion. Third and 3. 3 receivers to the right. Martinez looks that way. Pumps. Running around. Sacked. Connor Colby struggling right there. Good punt from Corliss Waitman. Really good coverage for the Niners. Jalen Stroman, I believe, making the tackle on special teams.
Oh, Mendoza's come back out. All right. The prize picks are still alive.
Ball at the 13. Mendoza, play action.
Ugh.
Incomplete. Throw it too high. Ball at the 13. 2nd and 10. Mendoza, handoff. That's a great run for the Raiders. Gain of about 9. Agumbawale. All right, 3rd and 1. Type those threes. Alfred Collins and CJ West still in the game for the Niners. That's pretty telling. Mendoza, pitch play. Agumbawale, gain of a couple yards to the left side. Mendoza now going to take off and run. He goes airborne, gets close to the sticks. Raiders probably don't want to see that, but a nice athletic run for him.
Huh, little spin move.
Quarterback sneak for Mendoza, 1st down Las Vegas. So a 7-yard gain by him and then a quarterback sneak by him. Ja Joyner called for a neutral zone infraction. The Niners just officially signed him today after he worked out yesterday with the team. Raiders going to run it. It's a loss of 1. Joyner in on that play in addition to Sebastian Valdez. Wale with another carry on a 2nd and 6. Pick up a 2. It's 3rd and 4.
Type those threes.
Mendoza in the shotgun. Man in motion right to left. He'll throw it. 4-man rush for the Niners. Nobody can get home. And it's going to be a 1st down for the Raiders. Easy pitch and catch. Raiders going to run it to the right. Almost a really good run stop by Tatum Bethune, and then I think Jalen Graham there to make the play. Loss of 1. Mendoza going to drop back, check it down for the back. 1st down Raiders to the 41. It was Roman Hemby with the catch. He's gotten active over the last couple of plays on this drive. Second and 5. Mendoza hit really hard off the play action. Coming off the edge was Jaden Duggar there. Mendoza got rid of it just in time. But it'll be 3rd and 5. Duggar on the linebacker blitz. Good to see him in that spot make that type of play. So 3rd and 5. Rip those threes in the chat. Mendoza looks right. He's going to take off and run. Duggar tries to track him down. Mendoza throws downfield. Out of bounds. Incomplete. 4th and 5. Matt Gay will come out for another field goal. He made from 53 his last try. This one will be from 54. From the left hash, this kick swings left, no good. So Matt Gay was 3 for 3 on his first 3 tries, misses his 4th. Niners will get some pretty good field position coming up with 5:32 left in the 3rd.
There we go. They're kicking so many, you had to miss one eventually. You knew it was coming. Let's take a look at how the Prize Picks lineup is doing.
Yeah.
And we'll tell you guys about
We need
Prize
Albert
Picks.
O in the game.
Yeah, unfortunately, I also still need a Mendoza touchdown, and the longer this game goes on, the less likely I feel like it is that he gets that. But we got the Jordan James with 24.5 rushing yards. I don't know where Albert O is. Mitchell Renz told me, take Albert O. I said, okay. And I said, I should never listen to you again. That's the lineup. So, I don't know. We'll see if Mendoza stays in the game or not. We're already nearing the end of the third quarter here.
Yeah, so that's Chip's lineup right there. Of course, play your first $5 lineup. If you win, you get $150 in lineups. If you're victorious with that $5 lineup, just be sure to use our code HMA. Prize Picks is America's #1 daily fantasy sports picks app. You pick more, you pick less on 2 to 6 player stat projections. You can also make some team picks as well, where you pick winners, spreads, and totals. Give me a follow on the app at Chase_Senior to see some of my lineups before we talk about them here on the show. I had Jordan James more on the rushing yards, and then Albert O more on the receiving yards like Chip. Here's Allie G.
Yeah.
Tyler Smith's new dentist.
Yeah.
F Vegas, I always lose my money. Go Birds. House always wins.
Always.
Vegas always knows, and Vegas always wins.
Always, always, always.
That's why Vegas is always caking.
So we get to watch more Adrian Martinez now. It's exciting stuff. This is what he's done so far. 5 of 8, 61 yards.
Ball at the 44. Martinez, play action, throws deep downfield. Has Jordan Watkins at the 40. He gets tackled at the 35 out of bounds. Nice throw against the body from Amart to J-Dub. Just a staple Niners play. A little play action to the naked side. Good touch on that throw from Adrian Martinez. He hasn't made the awful mistake yet in this game. Will it happen at some point? 1st and 10 for the Niners. I formation. Pitch. Jordan James, left side, tripped up. Only got a yard.
Bryce called that shot to Watkins 7 before the play. Let's see Watkins get by the defense here. Show us that speed.
There you go.
And he said, I called it. What did I say? There you go, Bryce. That's why you're the moderator around these parts.
False start again. My goodness. Everybody but the center. False start. Ball back at the 41. 2nd and 14. Martinez going to throw it out to Jordan Watkins. He's wrapped up quickly. Niners 0 of 7 on third down in this game. Hayden Rucci in motion. Martinez in the shotgun. Jordan James in the backfield. Martinez lofts one downfield. What a throw to Jordan Watkins, out of bounds at the 20. Pickup of 19 yards. Martinez kind of did the Aaron Rodgers jump toss a little bit. Beautiful throw.
Wow.
Just a gorgeous throw from Amart. Ball at the 20. Prize Picks red zone. Jordan Watkins in motion. End around goes to him. Can he get the edge? He does. Gets about 6. So the Niners ran a reverse to Watkins earlier. Looked good. End around there. Looked good. I saw somebody saying on Twitter that Jordan Watkins doesn't look explosive. I mean, the guy runs 4.3. It's been very good throughout the preseason. A couple of big catches on this drive. Ball at the 14. Trenton Irwin in motion. Handoff Jordan James. Gets the right side. First down Niners and a little bit more. He's down at the 8. First and goal Niners.
Bryce, you've been predicting a lot of what has happened on this drive. I hope you didn't jinx Martinez right here a second. I hope Martinez's big mess up doesn't come on the goal line.
This is not the time for the dumb play for Adrian Martinez. Ball at the 9. Khalil Dinkins in motion. I formation for San Francisco. Jordan James the back. Martinez, play action. Throws it out to Hayden Rucci. He carries a defender into the end zone. Touchdown. San Francisco. What a drive for the Niners. Amart wheeling and dealing. Jordan Watkins with a couple of big plays. Rucci on the receiving end of that touchdown. Niners will take the lead if this play stands, but there's a flag. Illegal low block on the Niners.
Take it back. Take your TDs back. Put them away.
First and goal from the 24. False start Niners.
That's Alarcon. How often do you see first and goal from the 29?
Very rarely. Not even giving yourselves a chance. First and goal from the 29. Martinez going to throw it to the outside. Kaderil Hodge tackled for a 1-yard loss. It'll be second and goal from the 30. Martinez, empty set, throws over the middle off the hands of Rucci. Deflected, not picked, but almost. 3rd and goal from the 31. Third and goal. Play clock is already down at 5. Martinez gets the snap off. Incomplete. It'll be 4th and goal from the 30. And on a goal-to-go situation, it's going to be a 47, 48-yard field goal for Eddie Pinheiro.
We've got a super chat coming in. Couple of them. The Gaming Jokers with a $5 super chat. How can everyone move but the center? Watch the ball. I'm surprised Kyle hasn't had a stroke the past few weeks with it been.
Not only that, in this game, it's been called 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
Once on the Raiders, I think 3 times on the Niners. The Gaming Jokers, holy fuck, I'm going to have a stroke with these flags. Dude, I agree. I love how YouTube is allowing the F word on Super Chats.
There you go, YouTube. Updated look at Martinez after this drive. 7 of 12, 79 yards. How about Watkins getting involved a little bit here?
Jordan Watkins, a nice little game after kind of a weird start for him where I didn't love the effort on the kick return. Didn't even look for the ball when Mac Jones tried to throw it deep.
Jordan James deserved more touches. Good game for him as well.
Yeah. It's just good to see him get some run, man.
Yeah.
All right, Eddie Pinheiro out for a long field goal, 48 yards. A little flare to that kick, but it's good. We're tied 9-9.
Big hurt. Kyle is going to be losing his shit over all these penalties. Yeah, no doubt, man. That's the one thing. It's like, you know, in the preseason, obviously your backups aren't going to play as well and whatnot, but penalties, dude, there's just no excuse. Especially some of the stuff we've seen tonight, like procedural penalties. You could be the best player on the roster. You could be the worst player on the roster. You can't be doing that type of stuff, man. not knowing where you're supposed to be and then committing penalties like that is just like, doesn't take any talent. Not going to make a coach happy. Nine game is hilarious. Who had the touchdown before it was called back? Was it Rucci?
Rucci. Yeah, Hayden Rucci.
Yeah. Bryce, is there any way Eddie Pinheiro go back to college while playing in the NFL? Ohio State needs a comeback season. Or you must be talking about Ohio State. OSU, is that someone else? When I see that, I think Ohio State.
Who?
You just said OSU needs a comeback season. They were good last year.
I would say Oklahoma State.
Probably, yeah.
Because they were really bad last year.
But that's a good shout, man. Some of these NFL players going back to college, some of these rookies who went through camp with teams, it's just ridiculous. Oh, you're talking Ohio State. Spoiled Ohio State fans. They don't win a national championship, and now they're looking for a comeback season. But yeah, dude. These players going through training camp and trying to go back to school. It's just college is in a weird spot.
Raiders going to return the kick to about the 28. .21 left in this third. I feel like that was a quick third quarter.
Very, very quick.
Raiders going to run it. Only a gain of a couple there. Fernando Mendoza out of the game, unfortunately for Chip.
We're dead.
Agumba Wale with that pickup of 2. Cool. What are people saying in the chat? Duggar is raw, like his potential, though. Yeah, no. I was literally just typing down some like notes of what I've seen so far. R. Fritz, for some reason, my $5 super chats won't go through for the field goal. Oh no, R. Fritz. That's a game-by-game tradition. I wonder what's going on. You're not cursing within the chat, are you? I know you're not, but that's weird. Yeah, back to Jane Duggar. I was literally writing down highs and lows for Duggar. Niner up, dude. Bro. Let's go. Bang, bang, Niner gang. Bang, bang, Niner gang, baby. Fucking Adrian Martinez show. It's brutal. They've had 3 false starts where the referee has said, false start, everybody but the center. Yeah, it's just so bad. All right, Raiders, little fullback run. 2nd and 10, gain of 6. Third and short. He's in the bathroom. Yeah, it's all you, big dog. I wonder if anybody has ever subscribed to any of our channels plugging in that link. YouTube.com/49erstv. All right, 3rd and 4. Type those threes. Niners going to hold up well in coverage there. Jacob Robinson on the outside as the Aiden O'Connell throw sails out of bounds. Niners will get the ball back. 4th and 4. Me? Will Pauling back to receive the punt. Cole boots it away. Pauling going to let the punt trickle into the end zone. It was nearly thrown back for a great special teams play, but it was bobbled. Another drive for A-Mark coming up. 55-yard punt for A.J. Cole.
Couple supers.
Hey, super chat time. Up to $197 in supers. If we get the 500, I'll shotgun a beer. How many OnlyFans is Jed sub to? What's his budget? $140 with a $20 tip, man? Come on. You got to be willing to pay up a little bit more than that. Cowboys Adventures. What's the super chat and what do you get? Cowboys Adventures, the goal today was just to beat the Raiders report, but they've gotten a crazy amount of super chats, so we're just kind of hanging out. But $10 or more, you went to the raffle to win a Jed York mugshot tee. And then if we get the 500, we're at 197. I'll shotgun.
Let's go, man. The raffle only has about 8 names, so if you get in, you have a really good shot to win.
Good opportunity to win.
Allie, stop asking to spend my money. Do you want a shirt that bad? How much for Chase to shotgun? Allie's just causing havoc right now. Allie, I would give you a price for me to drink, but I know you're going to be spending my own money.
If somebody sends in a $100 super chat, I'll shotgun.
Not you, Allie.
But not Allie G. Don't spend Chip's money.
Bryce, now's the perfect time to down a shotgun. I got a couple of Happy Dads here, so I'll crack one. Just to have a drink, just 'cause I'm thirsty. For that super chat we just got.
Martinez going to throw it to the outside to, I believe that's Kadarrell Hodge. Yes, it is. First down Niners. He could make this team, honestly, as a special team, or if not, if he's on the practice squad, he'll get elevated to the active roster on some game days. Niners going to run it. Sincere McCormick. Pickup of about 1.5 yards. Do you guys accept cash from Abel Robinson? You can send in a Venmo. Chase_senior on Venmo. I formation. Khalil Dinkins in motion. Pitch. McCormick. Can't get the edge. Third and 12. You guys should have added a do-rag chain and cigarette to the Jed shirt. We had something like that showing on a photo on the show. Did Cowing not get any run? Injured again. Third and 12. Type those threes. Martinez in the shotgun. Niners 1 of 9 on third down. Martinez to Rucci. Can he break a tackle? He does! First down Niners. There we go. 2 of 10 on third downs.
Let's go.
Good job, Hayden Rucci. Keeps this drive going. Ball at the 44. Khalil Herbert. Nice little juice with the run there for Herbie. Gain of 8. He was a good player there for a couple years for the Chicago Bears. Niners going to run it with Herbert. 2nd and 2. Picks up the first down. Niners in Raiders territory. Herbert still in the game at running back. Handoff goes to him. Gain of 2. Martinez going to throw it down the left number. Overthrows Jordan Watkins. Nearly picked. 3rd and 7. Perkins in coverage. Martinez had an open throwing lane to Watkins. He just missed it. Third and 7. Raiders show blitz. Martinez throws left side. Not even close to Hodge. Go for it, please. Go for it, please. Go for it, please. Please don't punt. Oh, they're punting. Oh, no, they're going to attempt a 58-yard field goal? All right. Screw it. Try to take the lead. 12-9. 9:09 to go. Jeannie Wyatt said, come on, Eddie Money. From the Raiders logo, right hash. Kick is up. Kick is good. Eddie De Niro Pinheiro. Field goal percentage leader last year. Drilled that kick. Wow, Justin Herbert threw a 68-yard touchdown pass to Quentin Johnston. Whew. Majestic throw.
I got to see this.
It just kept going. Right in stride.
Oh, my gosh. And that's really, he threw that from the 25
Yeah.
to the other 15. What is that, 25 yards to the 15?
It was like so easy, too.
That was really a 60-yard, or no. Yeah, 60-yard throw, air yards only, plus another 15 after he ran it in.
A 60-yard throw that he made just look so easy.
My goodness. Just a flick of a wrist. That's crazy. The gaming jokers, when we were talking about doing the shotguns earlier, said $150 with a $20 tip. Take it or leave it. That's good stuff.
Hey, man, we'll take $150 with a $20 tip. You can solicit us. Evan Went, what kind of punishment should Jed York get? A suspension or a spanking? He's going to get some type of penalty from the NFL. 77% Kalon Black for RB2. I agree.
Gear up. Get ready for the regular season, man. Next time we see the Niners in the field out there today, it'll be counting for something. So with that sub button, shout out to Ricardo, John and Lori Hansen, Catherine Taylor, and Mike Honcho always pops up in these.
Mike Honcho.
Always unsubbing and resubbing.
Long time.
Long time. Look at that chain for Crosby. That's
yeah, Crosby's got a barbed wire chain on. That's pretty icy.
It suits him well. NFL has the opportunity to be hilarious and find York $140K.
That would be something. O'Connell. Holy crap. What a catch by Jackson, who somehow held on as he got popped by Saron Neal. I think that's going to be a legal hit to the helmet, 15-yard penalty on top of the catch. 19-yard gain. Now, the tackle was made by Eli Apple. I'm not sure if he was penalized or if it was Saron Neal. Raiders going to run it to the right side. Larry Worth making the tackle. 3-point game. Niners trying to preserve that lead. O'Connell going to throw it deep downfield. Broken up by Saron Neal. Good range by Saron Neal. Very good special teamer, but of course a backup DB. Could play safety in corner. 3rd and 5. O'Connell going to drop back. There's a penalty or a timeout. Zeros.
Allie still trying to get us a chug, huh? The gaming jokers. Oh, you deleted it. Oh, Bryce, you didn't have to delete that.
O'Connell, 3rd and 5. Going to throw it over the middle. Pass broken up by Deion Jones, who the Niners just traded for this week. Incomplete.
I think I got it, Bryce. I think I unhit it. I know you were just trying to ban the bots, and his message was in there with him.
Will Matt Gay come out for another kick? Gay from the right hash. 47-yard kick is true. It's 12-12. Back and forth. Eight combined field goals tonight. Kyle Rector. York should get the same punishment as Kraft. None. Yeah, but the rules have changed since then. Under the personal conduct policy. RD, thanks for the super chat, Kyle. RD Uncle Ted BGM, 10 for the win. Hook 'em horns. We'll put you in the raffle. RD Uncle Ted. Thank you for that.
So Gaming Joker, thank you for the 2. Unfortunately, it's not showing up. But he had said, I had read it. It was a $2 super chat, so thank you for that. And it said, like, Wait, is that a penalty or penetration for Jed? So we appreciate that. Bryce, don't worry about it, man. I know you were trying to ban the bots. It's all right. Hey, we got a tie ball game here. Who you got? Tie ball game with 7:38 to play. See some SFs going in the chat. Let's go, let's go. Elijah the Prophet in the building.
Elijah.
Let's go. Allie says Chase Sr. the GOAT. Let's go, Allie.
Let's go, Allie.
She knows what it is.
You know what it is. All right, a flag on the kickoff return. Who's it going to be? Raiders, Niners. All right, Niners take over at the 17. Adrian Martinez, 7-step drop. Screen pass to Herbert. He pumped. He threw it. It's a disaster. It's a loss of 7. Second and 17. Niners run it with Herbert. Woo! Herbert gets close to the first down. He might be a yard short. What a run. All right, can this offensive line hold up? Can you move the chains? Can you win the damn ball game? Niners run it with Herbert. First down, left side, behind Connor Colby. Still in the game, by the way. Carver Willis is not. Does that say that Carver Willis has won the left guard job? Maybe. Not much there on that run for the Niners up the middle. That time it was Sincere McCormick. Martinez drops back, throws it down the number. Pass caught. Jordan Watkins past the 50 to the Raiders 46. 4 catches for Watkins tonight.
Go Watkins.
It's a nice route. Martinez, play action, left side, wants to launch. Ooh, almost snuck it in there to Hodge. Pass broken up at the last second, second down. Couple super chats coming in. We'll get to those here in a bit.
They're like, oh, there's 30 seconds left.
Martinez hands it off to Herbert. Spin move. Got to the line of scrimmage. That's about it. Third and long coming up for the Niners. Martinez setting up the offense here. Takes the snap on 3rd and 9. Blitz comes. Screen pass. Herbert has a blocker out in front. Herbert has the first down. Nick Sikel, welcome back. Paving the lane for Herbert. Couple of 3rd and long conversions. Niners run it with McCormick. He gets stuffed at the 35. Under 3 to play. Martinez under center. Handoff McCormick. Behind the center and right guard. Minimal gain there. That'll bring us to the 2-minute warning. '49ers Raiders coming down to the wire. Presented by Prize Picks. Use our code HMA. Win your first $5 lineup. You get $150 if you're victorious. Prize Picks is America's #1 sports picks app. You pick more, you pick less. Just be sure to use that code HMA. We need Albert O to catch a ball. We need the Raiders to get the ball back. Give me a follow on the app at Chase_Senior. You can see my lineups before we talk about him here on the show. Oh, he has 1 catch for 8.
Oh.
3 more yards. How about a check down? A check down would be perfect. Because I took Jordan James cash, Alberto, 8 yards, more than 10.5. Prize Picks always knows.
Always.
You can decide to go 2 for 3 on the lineup, by the way.
Yeah, if I flex this, I could still be alive. I did not.
You can
the payout would
flex
have been
it.
smaller, but I show those super chats that came in. We got a couple. First, we got this 20 coming in from Gone Sovereign. Appreciate the 20. That'll get you a couple raffle tickets. So put those in here for you. Just moved to Corpus Christi, Texas for work, surrounded by Cowboys fans. But I have bang bang on my back window. Let's go chat, chase, and team. Gone Sovereign.
Gone Sovereign. Nice. I will say, like, Texas, I feel like it's not a lot of Cowboys fans.
No, low key.
Gone Sovereign. Hope all is well. Congrats on the move. Hope you're enjoying it. Bang bang on the back window. That's sick. James A. Adrian Martinez is how Josh Allen turns out 90% of the time. Yeah, Josh Allen was like a 55% completion guy at Wyoming. His development has been very unique. Joe Kampka, $10. What happened to Tariq Owens? Did he get cut? I think he's playing in the CFL. He wasn't with the Niners this summer, but was with the Niners the previous 2 summers. But made some plays for the Niners in training camp. Not much in the preseason. But yeah, I think he's playing in the CFL right now. Started playing football very late. He was more of a basketball guy.
All right, tie game, 2 minutes to go. Who you got? Preseason finale coming down to the wire. Big 3rd and 9 coming up for San Francisco here.
Martin lives in Austin. Hella Niner fans. Oh, yeah. 3rd and 9. Martinez takes the shotgun snap. Blitz comes. Had Watkins over the middle, but threw well behind him. Eddie Pinheiro will come out for another long field goal. This one will be 51 yards. To give the Niners the lead. Snap is high. Hold gets put down by Corliss Waitman. Kick is drilled right down the middle. Eddie, Dinero, Pinheiro. We might have to sell some of those shirts as well. Type those FGs.
All right, you got 2 minutes left to try to close the preseason out with a win. Let's get some SFs going in the chat if you want the Niners to close this one out. All field goals in this one. Let's go. 1,000 people watching still. See 1,000 SFs in the chat.
All right, got a lot of good notes that I've been jotting down for the post-game show here. We will do a post-game show once this game wraps up. We'll do a YouTube short. We'll raffle away the Jed York mugshot shirt, which we could probably spin at one time right now.
Yeah, we can spin it real quick.
Yeah, let's spin it. Let's spin it.
All right, here we go. Who's coming away with the Jed York shirt?
Jed York mugshot shirt. Who's it going to be? Gone Sovereign? Gone Sovereign, are you still here? You just super chatted moments ago. All right, kick is taken inside the 5. Jalen Graham, I believe, with the tackle there. Really good special teams play. Raiders start this drive at the 28. Niners up by 3. Gone Sovereign, if you're in the chat, shoot me an email, chase@chatsports.com, with your address, what size shirt that you want, and we'll send you a shirt. Aiden O'Connell. Just hit Albert Okwuegbunam for a couple of yards. O'Connell going to throw it underneath. Pass is caught by Williams. Gain of 5. 90 seconds to go. O'Connell launches right side over the head of Williams. Incomplete. Nine combined field goals in this game. Where's Albert O? I don't even know when he caught a pass. 3rd and 5. Man in motion. Jacob Robinson trails. O'Connell throws down the field. Oh, boy. Overshot his man. Otherwise, that could have been a touchdown. 4th and 5. It was Tompkins who got open. Got past Jacob Robinson. Man, he's quick. But it was John Joyner with the pressure on Aiden O'Connell. Just worked out for the team yesterday. Fourth and 5. O'Connell takes the shotgun snap, steps up. He's going to run, and he's going to get taken down before the sticks. Niners are going to win. It's Sebastian Valdez who gets to O'Connell. Let's go. All right, let's film that short. Right. We're going to cut a YouTube short for the social team, and then we'll do a long-form recap for our post-game show. All right. You got me with that timer? That'd be clutch. Yeah. Sweet. All right. Looks like it's going to be a 15-12 final. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Niners hold on to beat the Raiders 15-12 in the preseason finale. Final dress rehearsal for San Francisco prior to the regular season. Here are my takeaways. The Raiders did start their ones on offense. I thought the Niners' 2s and 3s on defense held up pretty well, holding the Raiders' starting offensive unit to only 6 points and 2 field goals. I think that Jack Jones is seriously pushing Renardo Green to start at outside corner opposite of Diamador Lenore. Last couple of weeks, he's made a couple of really nice plays on the football. He plays with a lot of swagger and confidence. I saw some nice moments from Keon White. The Niners are going to need him this year as part of that defensive end rotation. He was good against the run, active in the backfield as a pass rusher as well. Kalen Black, back-to-back weeks with impressive performances. He's a legitimate back behind Christian McCaffrey. I think he solidified himself as RB2. Jordan James finally got an opportunity to play this preseason. He's probably the best third-string running back that the Niners have had in a little while. He runs with contact balance, a lot of physicality. He's a legitimate player there. The Niners' backup offensive line, absolutely dreadful. They're way too finesse. They're not physical. They get pushed back, and in short yardage situations, they really struggle. This is also pretty telling. Connor Colby played late into this game at left guard, not Carver Willis. Does that mean that the rookie fourth-round pick out of Washington won that left guard spot? The Niners have a legitimate punter in Corliss Waitman. It was a weird start for Jordan Watkins. Then he caught some nice passes. He showed some serious juice. Alfred Collins and C.J. West played deep into the third quarter. Not a good sign for them and that draft class last year. Eddie Pinheiro is still Dinero Pinheiro. The Niners are also so deep at linebacker. Tatum Bethune, nice moment for him. Picked off Fernando Mendoza. Can Obu Okoronkwo sneak onto this team at defensive end? He's had a solid preseason. Jane Duggar with highs and lows, but the upside for him is limitless. All right, Niners leave in about a week for Australia.
Hit that sub button, and we'll be live for, of course, that game and every game. Oh, wow, they're going to try to kick a long field goal here.
Oh, boy. 54-yard attempt for Eddie Pinheiro. This is risky. If it's blocked, it can be returned. Pinheiro drills it. Oh, shit. That changes the score of what I said in the YouTube short.
Brutal.
What are we doing?
Should I tell him to wait?
Yeah. Said 15-12 in the short. It's 18-12. Got to re-record it. All right, let's re-record it. Why would you kick that ball? If it's blocked, you lose. Test out the leg of Eddie Pinheiro. All right. In 3, 2, 1. 49ers hold on to beat the Las Vegas Raiders 18-12 in the final preseason game. Here are my takeaways from the final dress rehearsal for San Francisco. And if you want Niners coverage every single day year-round, don't forget to give me a follow and subscribe. The Raiders did start for 2 drives, their offensive ones. I thought the Niners' 2s and 3s on defense held up well, holding the Raiders starters to only 2 field goals. I'll tell you this, too. Jack Jones is pushing Renardo Green to start at outside corner opposite of Diamador Lenore. Last couple of weeks, he's played some really good football, making plays on the rock. He plays with a lot of swagger and confidence. Some good moments from Keon White. The Niners are going to need him at that defensive end rotation with all of the question marks there. Back-to-back weeks with really good performances from rookie third-round pick running back Kalen Black. He runs with so much power, and he's very decisive. Jordan James is also a heck of a running back, and he's probably the Niners' best RB3 that we've seen in a little while. Good to see him finally play in the preseason. Runs with physicality, contact balance, and I think that he can get trusted with some carries this year behind CMC and Kalen Black. The Niners' backup offensive line is dreadful. They are way too finesse. They can't get a push in short yardage situations. And looking ahead to the season, the interior of this Niners offensive line is going to continue to be a question mark. And speaking of that, Connor Colby played late into this game, longer than Carver Willis. Does that mean that the 4th-round pick out of Washington has won that job at left guard? The Niners have a legitimate punter in Corliss Waitman. He's been outstanding all throughout the preseason, good as a holder for Eddie De Niro Pinheiro, who kicked, 6 field goals in this game. Weird start for Jordan Watkins. He then showed some juice. Niners have a couple of good young wide receivers on this team. Alfred Collins and CJ West played deep into the 3rd quarter. Not great signs for them. They both need to be better because they didn't do much in this game. The Niners are also so deep at linebacker. Good to see Tatum Bethune get that pick off Fernando Mendoza. Can Obu Okoronkwo sneak onto this team at defensive end? He's had a pretty solid preseason. And Jane Duggar, with highs and lows that can be expected for a player who's newer to the position, but the talent is limitless for the rookie 5th-round pick.
And now it is official. The Niners win 18-12. Good way to close out the preseason. Get those SFs rolling in the chat for that win.
All right. Let's do our post-game show. That's right. Yeah, let's do it. All right, let's do it. Post-game show coming up. Appreciate all of you for continuing to hang out here with us. We'll get into my takeaways coming up here right now. Let's talk some late night Niners. Welcome into the show, everybody. My name is Chase Sr. You're watching the San Francisco 49ers Report. No matter where you are, how you're tuned in, I appreciate you for watching the show. And if you want Niners coverage every single day, year-round, don't forget to give me a follow and subscribe. Tonight's show is presented by PrizePicks, and if you're waking up with this on Friday morning, that's great as well. My instant reaction to Niners-Raiders preseason finale, the final dress rehearsal for San Francisco. It was a field goal affair. We did not see a single touchdown in this game. Eddie Dinero Pinheiro is still money for San Francisco. Led the NFL in field goal percentage last year after the Jake Moody disaster. And tonight in this game, a perfect 6 for 6 for Eddie Pinheiro, able to outduel somebody who also used to kick for the Niners and Matt Gay. Eddie Pinheiro had a long of 59, multiple kicks of 50-plus yards, and that's how San Francisco was able to put 18 points on the scoreboard and edge the Raiders 18-12. And I know it was kind of a boring preseason game, but there are a lot of takeaways from this one, so let's get into it. And a lot of notable things that we have to talk about here. The Raiders and Clint Kubiak started their starting offense. Kirk Cousins started at quarterback. Brock Bowers was out there. Mike Washington, a really talented third-round pick running back out of Arkansas who looks to be a home run hit for Las Vegas, was playing. Tyler Linderbaum, who set the record this offseason for becoming the highest-paid center in NFL history at $28 million per year, was snapping the ball to Kirk Cousins. Kyle Shanahan in this game, because the Niners are leaving in about a week for Melbourne, Australia, didn't play pretty much anybody of note in this game outside of Alfred Collins and CJ West, who we'll talk about here in just a little while. But the point here being, Raheem Morris's defense with the 2s and the 3s, I thought held up very well against the Raiders' first-string offense. They gave up some yards, they surrendered some first downs, but they gave up 2 field goals going up against a starting unit. So this goes back to one of my big takeaways of this entire preseason. This Niners team this year is a lot deeper than they've been over the last couple of years. Specifically on the defensive side of the ball, a couple of players really stood out to me. It was good to see some nice moments from Keion White. He got shot in the foot at a Super Bowl party during Super Bowl weekend, thanks to Lil Baby's entourage and a run-in with them, and really didn't do much all summer long. But the trade acquisition from last year going into the deadline played pretty well for the Niners as a starter, probably best suited as a rotational player, but he was active against the run. A couple of moments where he was in the backfield, and he's a player who is built like Mykel Williams, can play like Mykel Williams in the sense that he could play defensive end and at defensive tackle. And as a rotational player, the Niners are going to need some significant snaps from him this year with the injury concerns. With Nick Bosa, hasn't practiced in 3 weeks, has tendonitis in a surgically repaired knee, and Mykel Williams is probably going to start the year on PUP or short-term IR. At cornerback, Jack Jones, I think, is pushing Renardo Green to start at corner. Renardo Green also has a hamstring injury. We're not sure how long he's going to be out. The regular season opener is on September 10th. But Jack Jones had 2 tackles, 1 solo, and in back-to-back weeks has made multiple plays on the football. The pass breakup that he had tonight, plays with a lot of fire and swagger. He drove on a ball on a pass intended from Kirk Cousins to Brock Bowers. Jack Jones has 4 pick sixes in his NFL career. He started a lot of games, and that's another one of the depth pieces that the Niners really haven't had over the last couple of years. On offense, Kalen Black, another really impressive performance. Last week, he ran hard, decisively, speed, one-cut runner, good contact balance. Tonight, we saw more of that from Kalen Black. 4 carries for 28 yards, an average of 7 per pop. We didn't need to see him beyond that. Kyle Shanahan's seen everything that he's needed to see. He can also pass protect. He's going to be RB2. Who's going to be RB3? Jordan James. Didn't play the first 2 preseason games. It was great to finally see him out there. And I really like the player at Oregon. Runs with really good contact balance. He can break tackles. Didn't fumble once when he was in college at Oregon. Tonight, 8 carries for 35 yards. He's been nicked up and banged up a lot throughout his Niners career. It was good to see him show some durability with those 8 carries. And this is the Niners' best RB3 that they've had in a little while. A lot more takeaways to get to, but I do want to tell you about this phenomenal deal. Thanks to our friends at Chubby's, you get $20 off if you use our code CHATSPORTS at chubbyshorts.com/chatsports. And we're showing you some of the awesome Niners gear that they have. We're talking shorts, swim trunks, and polos. And you've seen me wear some of the Niners collection that Chubby's has. You can't beat the designs if you want to stand out. So, fellas, the best time of the year is here. Football season has arrived. It's time to get game day ready. Lucky for all of us, the NFL by Chubby's collection is available for another year. And it's just what you need for tailgating, grilling, and fantasy football winning. With bold designs featuring Niner logos and your favorite teams, Chubby's game day gear isn't just comfortable. It's a statement. Rep your team's logos in wildly comfortable polos, gym-ready mesh shorts, and wave-making swim trunks. Yeah, you heard that right. Swim trunks with your favorite Niners logo on them. All the comfort and swagger you need to take on every touchdown dance, chest bump, dramatic fourth quarter meltdown, or some celebrations. And of course, grilling out, drinking some beers on a game day. So for a limited time, Chubby's is giving our viewers $20 off your full price purchase when you use our code CHATSPORTS at chubbyshorts.com/chatsports. That is code CHATSPORTS at chubbyshorts.com/chatsports. Really appreciate Chubby's for sponsoring today's show. So, some more thoughts on this Niners team. The Niners' backup offensive line, it's dreadful, man. They're too finesse. They don't play with power. They don't have strength, especially along the interior. And there were 3 times tonight where the Niners were called for a false start for everybody except for the center. I'm not sure how that happens. Attention to detail is very important in settings like this when you're evaluating individual players. Kyle Shanahan probably was going crazy after he saw that. Sticking along the offensive line, Connor Colby played longer in this game than Carver Willis. Colby, a second-year guy who started a few games last year for the Niners and wasn't great. Carver Willis had a nice pull block at one moment, I believe on a carry for Jordan James. Seems to be the more athletic and more consistent player, and Connor Colby has too many highs and lows, and he's way too inconsistent. So does that mean that Carver Willis has won the job because Colby played longer than Willis? Potentially. Kyle Shanahan said going into this game, the competition was still unsettled. Punters are people too. Special teams matter. Eddie Pinheiro went 6 for 6 tonight. The Niners have a legit punter in Corliss Waitman. Week 1 of the preseason, he downed punts at the 5 and 10. Tonight, a couple of punts inside the 20. Left-footed punter, looks pretty damn good. 4th year in the NFL. I thought this game, a little bit of a weird start for Jordan Watkins, but I thought as the game progressed, he was able to show some serious juice, and the Niners gave him some opportunities to make some plays. He had an end around and a reverse in which he had some speed, and then he caught 4 passes for 64 yards. Now, Mac Jones did target him early on a deep ball, and he wasn't even looking for it. I'm not sure why, and the throw looked to be pretty good from Mac Jones, but Jordan Watkins wasn't even looking up at it. Maybe he thought the play was over. I didn't like some of the kick returns that he had in this game, but this is a player who performed well in every one of the Niners' 3 preseason games. And as a wide receiver on this team, I think that he can get snaps this year and give this team a little bit of speed. This isn't a great sign for these 2 players. Defensive tackles Alfred Collins and C.J. West played deep into the 3rd quarter. It's not good for them because when they were on the field, they weren't really making an impact against Raiders backups. It's not great that Raheem Morris wanted them to play into the 3rd quarter. C.J. West had 2 tackles. Alfred Collins was good against the run and was in the backfield as part of a pass rush at one moment. Now, Collins had that offseason shoulder surgery. Doesn't seem to be in shape. C.J. West just got out of concussion protocol, so maybe Raheem Morris wanted those players to play a little bit and get that stamina ramped up But throughout the preseason, Collins didn't do much, and CJ West was playing deep into this game. You have other players like James Thompson Jr. and Sebastian Valdez at defensive tackle, who I think are really good players who might not make this team because of where Collins and CJ West were drafted, but they have performed better than those two draft picks from last year throughout the preseason. And the other thing is, in that 2025 draft, you can't come away with only Upton Stout being an impact player. Nick Martin, hurt again, has been Jekyll and Hyde, hot and cold. You need some production from those defensive players from that draft class last year, because that was supposed to be the draft class to rebuild the Niners defense. How about Eddie Pinheiro? He continues to be Dinero Pinheiro. The guy is just money. 6 of 6 on his kicks tonight. There was never a doubt for any of them. He's become a serious weapon for San Francisco. More takeaways to get to coming up here in just a second. But the 49ers Report postgame show also presented by Prize Picks, #1 daily fantasy sports picks app in North America. Pick more, pick less, pick Prize Picks. Use our code HMA. When you play your first $5 lineup, if you win, you get $150 in lineups. Prize Picks is very easy to use. You pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections for a game or a season, and boom, there you go. You can also make some team picks where you pick winners, spreads, and totals. And as far as some of our picks tonight, it was fun to track this one. Keep in mind, during the regular season, we'll have a lot more players at our disposal. Albert Okwuegbunam, more than 10.5 receiving yards. He had 8. Jordan James, this was my favorite pick tonight. More than 24.5 rushing yards. He had 35. And then Fernando Mendoza did not throw a touchdown. So pick more, pick less, pick Prize Picks. With Prize Picks, it's always good to be right. All right, a couple more things that I want to talk about here. Can Obu Okoronkwo sneak onto this team at defensive end? He played under Raheem Morris with the Los Angeles Rams during that Super Bowl season, and then he played under Jim Schwartz. Jim Schwartz famously runs the 4-3 and the wide 9. He's had a pretty good preseason. That's a veteran who's been a pretty productive player. He tore either his biceps or his triceps last year with the Eagles, but he made the Eagles' 53-man roster last year. And then Jaden Duggar. I love the potential of Jaden Duggar. There are going to be highs with him. There are going to be lows. The open field tackle against Cam Ward, terrific play. Last week, catching up to one of the more athletic tight ends in football. That's the length and the speed on display. Tonight in this game, he had 10 tackles. He missed a few. He also had 2 quarterback hits. And Raheem Morris at times called his number 53, on a couple of blitzes. So I kind of like the positional versatility and what he can do at that linebacker spot. This is a player who has a great wingspan. He's a converted DB. He's a really good athlete and seems to be a really intriguing developmental player for San Francisco and potentially another 5th-round gem for the Niners. Always good for the Niners to hand the Raiders an L, a former Battle of the Bay. This is a rivalry that always runs deep, and it seems as though these preseason games and any matchup between the Niners and the Raiders at this point is always a really good one, even the game back in 2022 on New Year's Day, which was a lot of fun. All right, most impressive player during the preseason for San Francisco. A lot of good people to choose from. Kalen Black the last couple of weeks. Jordan Watkins all 3 weeks. Dejon Stribling probably takes the cake for what he did the first 2 games. He didn't play in this game because the Niners, they've seen enough. All right, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Now it's off to Australia for San Francisco. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. All right, good stuff, everybody. A lot of fun. We got through the preseason watch parties. Every watch party, over 50,000 views. Now we want every watch party during the season to be over 100,000 views. I have confidence that's going to happen. Fesian's Price Sock did get hurt in this game, so we'll see what happens with him. All right, we're going to sign off. For Chip, I am Chase. Next time we'll see you for a watch party, Thursday, September 10th. Niners, Rams, Australia. Long pregame show, postgame show, lit watch party. Can't wait for it. Post-game show will be up on the channel within 10 minutes. We'll have some content out tomorrow, and we'll catch you all soon. Later.